let's talk about Dr. Gregory Lunceford, or Dr. G, and the situation with King. Y'all, Dr. G has reportedly pressed charges against King, and now there's talk that King might be facing 90 days in jail. Yes, you heard that right. Now, I'm just delivering the information, and honestly, this was a shock to me too. But let's get into the details because this situation is getting messier by the minute. First, let's break this down. Dr. G is a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. Let's make that clear. And as a psychiatrist, he is not about to be out here fighting with people, especially not on national television. That's just not what he does. Now, in the past, there have been rumors about a possible altercation involving him and King, but nothing was confirmed. I didn't want to jump to conclusions without solid information. But now, it's looking like those rumors were true. Word on the street is that there was indeed some police involvement. Now, y'all know how things go. Just because you don't find it in the news doesn't mean it didn't happen. I kept hearing whispers about it, but I couldn't confirm anything. Then, out of nowhere, someone sent me a message saying, "Did you see this?" And baby, what I saw had my jaw on the floor. Now here's where Dr. Heavenly comes in. She went on her platform and let it slip that Dr. G actually filed charges against King. And not only that, there's talk that King could be serving 90 days in jail. Now, the part that confuses me is how this is moving so fast. Usually, when someone files a police report, there's an investigation, a court date, and a whole process before sentencing happens. So, where is this 90-day jail time coming from? Did he already go before a judge? Is there something we don't know yet? I have questions. And let's talk about Dr. Heavenly for a second. Now, y'all know she loves to spill the tea. But what gets me is how she'll act like she doesn't know what's going on when we all know she does. Every week she gets on YouTube and talks about the show, then turns around and charges folks on Patreon for the inside scoop. But in this case, she let a big piece of information slip before it even aired. It makes you wonder, was this an accident, or was she trying to stir the pot? Now, let's get into the legal side of things. In many states, including Georgia, when there's a violent incident, a restraining order is often put in place. That means King might not even be allowed near Dr. G, which could explain why he hasn't been able to film anymore. Remember when I told y'all that he was suddenly missing from the show? Now, it's all starting to make sense. If someone puts their hands on you, or even attempts to, you have every right to press charges. And in Dr. G's case, it looks like he's taking legal action to protect himself. But here's the kicker. We still don't have all the details. Was there an actual fight? Did King put hands on Dr. G, or was it just a threat? And how did we go from a police report to a possible jail sentence so quickly? Something isn't adding up. And you know what this all reminds me of? Mariah Huck. Y'all remember when Mariah warned us about Quad Webb? She's been telling us for years that Quad brings drama wherever she goes. And look at what's happening now. I'm not saying Mariah was right, but, well, I'll let y'all draw your own conclusions. Now, before anyone comes for me, let me be clear. I don't hate Quad. I don't know her personally, and I don't have anything against her. But what I will say is that she does have a pattern of being in the middle of drama. And let's be honest, if she had just stayed out of this situation, none of this would even be happening. And while we're talking about Quad, let's address the elephant in the room. Does she even belong on Married to Medicine anymore? I mean, come on, y'all. She's not married to a doctor. She's not dating a doctor. So why is she still on the show? Now, I know reality TV is about drama, and Quad definitely brings that, but at what cost? She's out here stirring the pot, and now her man might be going to jail. Is it worth it? Was all of this really necessary? Because from where I'm standing, this whole mess could have been avoided if she had just minded her own business. So now we have to ask the question, what happens next for King? If the legal drama is as serious as it sounds, and if he really is facing jail time, then his future on Married to Medicine is looking shaky. Will Bravo keep him around? Or is this the end of the road for him? And let's be real, this whole situation isn't looking good for Quad either. First, she gets caught up in drama with Dr. G, and now her man is in legal trouble. If this is the storyline she's relying on to stay relevant, then baby, she might need to rethink her strategy, because this is not it. Now, in the upcoming episode, we're going to see the fight, or at least the aftermath of it. And you better believe I'll be watching closely to see exactly what went down. From what we've heard, things got heated, and now we know that a police report was filed afterward. So I'll be on the lookout for any more details that come to light. So, to recap, Dr. G has pressed charges against King. There's talk that King might be facing 90 days in jail. Dr. Heavenly let it slip before it aired on the show. And Quad? Well, she's once again at the center of the drama. Y'all, this season of Married to Medicine is turning out to be one for the books. Now, I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about this situation? Do you believe Dr. Heavenly, or do you think there's more to the story? And do you think this means the end for King on the show? Let me know in the comments, because I know y'all have thoughts on this. As always, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. I'll be back with more tea as soon as I have it. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see y'all soon.